my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all the niggas that be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Wish a nigga pass his limits, then you see he bought it. Family work hard, but I never guess I'm found it. Came a long way, in my dream now I be drowning. Niggas stay dying, I hear got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted.
Welcome back to your boy GFC Golf on YouTube channel. Chelsea make another semi-final, another trip to Wembley. I hope you guys like this video today. I hope you guys smash the like button and leave a comment in the comment section, because Chelsea is on their way back again to the FA Cup. Yep, my people, to Wembley and to the FA Cup semi-final. As the draw go down early today, we all know who we get. Wasn't a pretty draw for us. With a rather Coventry, but this is a stage. When you reach a stage, this is where it all boils down to, where you have to look to go up against the big boys, and the big boys, that's what we're gonna be up against. So, come on, let's go. That's what we all want, right? Go back to Wembley, another shot at it. So we're back at Wembley again. So hopefully this time we can cross the line. All the players got that little E-cup and that setback. As you see on my thumbnail, I put up the legendary, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, John Terry, Ashley Cole, where they were lifting the FA Cup. So hopefully, this can bring us some luck. Even though we're up against Man City, but as I said, if we get past Man City, you know how the story goes. We can absolutely we can go on and win it. As long as we get past Manchester City, the next two team is beatable. They got Manchester United up against Coventry. So once we get past that zone, we know how that part go. The Liverpool and Manchester United game, that one was a goal fest. To be quite honest, that was like a little bit of goal fest. That one was on the edge. Our game was, you have to say, our game was the same thing too. Because up 2-0 and then threw away the lead by a silly own goal between Sanchez and Disasi. But it was annoying a little bit, because we all can see that Leicester was going to come back in again. Once that go in, like, you can see like the nerve wracking in the players' mind. You can see that we weren't up to it. Like the shoulders started drop and all of those good things, for Leicester, but bad for us. So with a 4-2 victory, Madueke, what a strike. Cole Palmer again showed that he is the man of Chelsea right now. He is the man of the moment. And we all can just say we wish him all the best, because he is the man of the moment right now. He's single-handedly carrying this team on his shoulder. Hopefully we don't overdo it, and some players start to step up now and give him a little break. But every time that the pressure is on Chelsea, he's the man that find a way to dig Chelsea out of the hole. So that kid is absolutely, doing wonders for us. And I'm not gonna complain, because that's what we want. We want our players to step up. And right now he's the man stepping up. He probably not on that big wages like the Raheem Sterling and stuff like that. But for me, like, if he said he want to renegotiate his salary, I would take him up on the offer because he is delivering. And that's all you ask for young players is to perform and deliver. And right now he's performing and he's delivering. When the senior players is nowhere to be found, he always show himself to be found. So right now you have to give him all the praises because he is finding space. But before we even get to the FA Cup and all of that, let us go through a few gameplay in the Premier League where I can say that some result didn't go in our favor, I guess, and some did. But we can hope that result go in our favor anyway, because as I said, like all the teams, put in their work to be where they are. So it's up to us. Have to do what we got to do. So the first game that played on the weekend for me was Burnley against Beckford, and won a goal again from David Fafana. That kid is proven to be fine in the back of the net for Burnley. We all know that he's a Chelsea loanee, so we're keeping tabs on him because he have to come back to us some point of his career, or unless we're gonna sell him on for pure profit. But at this point in time, like he is stepping up, and he is putting in the performance. So for me, he is right now Burnley probably their player of the month, to be quite honest, because he is finding the back of the net and he's scoring some good goals, even though he missed a sitter. But you can see that he's a kid that don't give up. He keep on going and he keep on pushing. And not only that, he keep on going and keep on pushing. He got a little bit of trick with one, and he got a little bit of he's a powerhouse too. Like you can't even bounce him off his ball that easily. He is a powerhouse, and it seems like he's gonna be one for the future. But we have to develop this player right if we really want him to come true. Because right now, even if we're gonna do send him back out on loan, it have to be a good loan. It have to be a loan in the Premier League, and it have to be a loan where we're gonna play week in and week out. Just like right now, he get the right loan because he's at Burnley and he's playing week in and week out, and that's all you need. It's just that he can't play again. He can't play the next game because it's against us. So I don't think the next game after the international break he can play against us. But these are the type of loan that our player that really needed. We really have to take into consideration our loan army. We have to loan the players in proper loan system where we can at least know that they're gonna get some game time. Broger at Fulham, too bad for him. Like he didn't get a sniff of it because Fulham main striker is back from injury now, and it's just unfortunate that when you go over there, that young Fulham striker was on form, and you cannot drop a striker that's on form. So for Broja, that when he made the step, that player was already there, on form, and he was already getting game time, and he was scoring too. So bad for him. It's bad for him, but it's good for Chelsea anyway because he's not. It's bad for us because he's not getting game time. But the good part about it, he earned us $4 million. It's not a big. Is a $4 million now is just a drop in the ocean, to be quite honest. But it's still, if they said that the financial fair play, that still go on our book, So that's a big profit for us, right there. So that go on our book. So for me, I would rather see the player getting game time to build momentum and to build his confidence because Broja is a good player. You just need some confidence. And I would rather see him get the game time than the money. But as I said, like, you lose in one way and you gain in one way. So you gain $4 million and you lose because the player haven't been getting any game time. But that's just unfortunate for him. He made the right move for a team that was lower down there, But I think he should have taken the gamble and even try to go to Luton, to be quite honest. Even Sheffield United, even though they're at the bottom. But for me, it's just the way how he was coming from injury, and coming from that injury for me, and I think that he should at least don't think about, because they're in the relegation zone. Let's think about getting game time, because that's what that injury need. That injury needs some game time to build a momentum to get you confident again. So sometimes when these players are thinking about the loan, don't worry about the relegation, because the team is in relegation. They're probably going to get relegated. But for you, you just need to go there and do your best, because the best, that's all matters for your own playing career, and that's where I think the loan system is failing a big time this season. Like a lot of these loan is not planned properly. It's either from the manager, the coach, the board, or the player side. I don't know which one making the final decision, but it don't look really good for us. We see so many of our young players go out, and they still struggle to get the game time. But Fulham did beat Tottenham 3 goals to nothing. That is a surprise, to be honest. If Tottenham win, it would be good for us, because at least we will be a couple points, ahead of Fulham. Right now, Fulham is 1 point behind us, but we still got 2 games in end. But it's always nice to see Tottenham lose, right? So Fulham beat Tottenham, and as I said, it's just unfortunate that Broja is not getting as much game time over there. But that's just part of it. That's just part of it. We lose and we gain. But Fulham beat Tottenham 3 goals to nothing. And the next game that we're going to talk about is Luton versus Nottingham Forest. That's a relegation battle right there, to be honest. Because Luton seems like they run out of steam, because I was drenching for Luton for a while now, because Luton was normally one of the team where the fighting spirit, always high. Yeah, Luton is good. For me, Luton is a team that's really strong to come from behind. It seems like they rather come from behind. Once they come from behind, they got that momentum, to be quite honest. I don't know how they do it to fight their way back into games, but once they're taking the lead, as we all know, that they were leading up 3 goals to nothing in midweek and end up lost the game 4-3. So those are some little things that I see with Luton. They are a good team when they're fighting. When they're back against the wall, that's when Luton really, really fight. But for them to sit comfortable, like they cannot, you know, compete. So Luton, Luton won Nottingham Forest, and that's, as I said, that was a relegation 3 pointer. To be quite honest, any one of those teams that win would be good. Do good for the next one. Wouldn't be too good for the next one and be good for the one that win. But unfortunate that it finished 1-1. So both teams still have a fight. Um, and then the game today, um, which I didn't want Aston Villa to win this one, but anyway you take it, West Ham still finding a way to nick a point here and there. So even though they take the lead, a wonderful header from Mikel Antonio, the Jamaican international. You know, I hope he didn't come off injured, because Jamaica play United States in I think next Thursday, and we want to see him fit, because Leon Bailey's out of the team for Jamaica. So I really want to see Antonio in that squad. So hopefully that wasn't an injury why he's off, because we really need him against the United States, to be honest, in that semifinal. So let's cross our finger that everything is okay for him, because if Bailey's not there and Damali Gray's not there, we definitely do need Mikel Antonio. Aston Villa come back in the 70, 72 or 73 minutes to equalize, and that one finished 1-1. And as I said, for me, the Premier League is now where it reached, where it's gonna be is you're gonna see a lot of teams that's in the bottom half of the table. They're gonna be scrapping points off some big dogs because now is the time where they're gonna smell the relegation and see that the relegation is right there. And now they're gonna start to look to push on, to be quite honest, and take themselves away from that relegation zone. But at this point in time, you got Arsenal still leading, sitting on the same points with Liverpool, and you got Manchester City 1 point behind, and you got Aston Villa, right there in fourth place, sitting on 59 points, leading Tottenham by 3 points. But Tottenham do got a game in hand, to be quite honest. Then you got Manchester United on 57, and you got West Ham United on 44. That's what I was saying. Like a point from them would be good for Chelsea. All points, yeah. And then you got Brighton. But I think they played 2 games in hand, West Ham United, but Brighton sitting on 42. You got Wolverhampton on 41. You got Newcastle on 40, and you got Chelsea right there on 39, and Fulham on 38. But Chelsea got 2 games in hand on Fulham and 1 game in hand on Newcastle. But the game in hand that Chelsea do got, it's up against Arsenal. So Chelsea do play good against the big teams, to be quite honest. So I won't worry too much about Chelsea going up against the big teams, to be quite honest. But it's Chelsea's fault why Chelsea are where Chelsea at, to be honest. So you can't hate no team for where Chelsea are, because that's on Chelsea. They get a lot of chances to close the gap, and they didn't take most of them. So let us see what's gonna happen. And they get a chance to qualify for Europe, and they throw it away too. But that's it for the Premier League, guys. We're gonna go back to the FA Cup. So the draw today for the FA Cup, before we touch the game, Manchester United is gonna be up against Cardiff. Is Cardiff? Yeah, I think it's Cardiff. I think it's Cardiff. If I'm wrong, guys, if someone can let me know if I'm wrong. No, Coventry. Yeah, they're up against Coventry. So Manchester United going to be up against Coventry, because I should have known that it's Coventry, because that Jamaican international play for Coventry, Casey Palmer, the former Chelsea young player. But it was a good game, guys, to be quite honest, with Manchester United and Liverpool. Honestly, it surprised me Manchester United did really come back and win that game, to be honest. Like, it was a shocking surprise to me, because honestly, I think Liverpool have that one wrapped up. Even Liverpool, I think, is shocked, because I deep down inside, I know that Liverpool thought that they have it under control. But too bad for them that they didn't. Like, it was a shock. It was a shock for them, to be honest, because it shocked me too, because I have Liverpool as the runaway winner, to be quite honest. I did. I hold my hands up and said, I'm looking for Chelsea against Liverpool in the semifinal, or Manchester City. To be honest, I already write it off and said it was a win for Liverpool. But I think I called it too early. I don't know what Liverpool was doing, but that was one of the worst performances I see Liverpool play all season long. Honestly, I don't know why Liverpool really didn't close the game out, but it's the first time I see Liverpool having clinical with their finish for a long time. For not just today, for many years. Like, it's the first I saw Liverpool in this form. Liverpool normally close game off, to be honest. Liverpool normally find a way to win and to close the game out. And unfortunately, like today, they did not. They did not at all. I don't know why or how, because I know that anyone that say that Manchester United was gonna win, gonna beat Liverpool today, I know that they were just probably waffling or something, because none of us can sit here and say that we know that Manchester United was gonna beat Liverpool, because that one is a shocker to me. Honestly, that one take me by surprise. Like really take me by surprise. But overall, though, it was a good entertaining game, to be honest, because that's why we love the game. We like to see goals, and it was some good goals that scored in that game too, like some really delicious goal. Like it was some really delicious goal. Like the goals was really good. I'm not gonna sit here and saying that it wasn't some good goal. Yeah, you're right. Like he pulled Salah off too early, and when I saw him was making all those changes, it seems like in his mind, like he already won the game. So I think that one was a messed up from the coach. I think that is the first time I ever saw Klopp get something wrong. To be quite honest, he always get everything spot on, but I think that in his mind, he think that he already closed the game out, like he already win the game. So he was just sitting comfortable, but you can't sit too comfortable on Manchester United, because even when they're not playing good, they always find a way to get result. He make the call too early, and it's international break after this game, so it's not like the players gonna play for the next 2 weeks. Like they're gonna be off for 2 weeks, so he should at least keep Mo Salah on there a little bit longer to really close the game out and to kill the game off. But it didn't, and that's the first time I really see Klopp make those big mistakes, because he normally get everything spot on. But Manchester United, I'm not gonna take nothing away from them, because they were clinical in the later stage of the game. To be honest, I don't know what happened with Liverpool defense line, but Liverpool just opened up the door until Manchester United come in, and that's what you can't do. You cannot open the door and let Manchester United in, because you give them a little slice of the cake, they're gonna think that they should take everything. And the worst part about this for Liverpool fan, like this is a rival game. This is not a normal game, to be quite honest. This is a history game in England, because this is like the type of game where you guys been fighting for so many years against each other, for the Premier League title. Like Manchester United is your biggest rival, and the way our club made this mistake, after taking the lead, like it's not gonna go down good on Liverpool side, because right now Manchester United fans be jumping for joy. They're gonna be celebrating because they stop you guys from winning 4 trophies in club final season. And if they can be the one that stop you guys from winning anything, Manchester United will do it, because they don't want you guys to go above them because you guys tie on the same amount of Premier League titles. So if Liverpool win this title, Liverpool gonna jump ahead of Manchester United as the most decorated team in England history with the most league trophy. So that's why I was shocked when he make all those changes so early. But that's how it goes. You win some, you lose some. You guys beat Chelsea in the final when you guys shouldn't win that one, because Chelsea outplayed you guys at that day. So you win some, you lose some. But I just don't like Manchester United overall. I'm not a fan of Manchester United because I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm not a fan of Arsenal. So you guys are still my favorite to win the league. So I hope you guys don't let me down in that one. But I would have loved to meet you guys back in this FA Cup final, though, to see if my young team will learn from their mistake. But too bad that won't happen again. So I won't see you guys until next season, because our path won't be crossing anymore, because You guys already beat us in the final. You guys beat us one time in the league and we drew one. So you guys are 3-1 on us for the season. You know, not 3-1, 2-1 again. Two no two two with a 2-0 up against us because you beat us in the final and you guys beat us in the second leg at Anfield in the Premier League and we drew at Stamford Bridge. So you guys went up 2 up on us for this season. But next time, I don't know if you guys gonna be able to try to win this league again because you guys right now gonna see Klopp walk out the door at the end of the season. So this was your last chance to probably win it. Even though you guys get back your Edward there, you get back a good sporting director. So you guys recruitment probably be nice. But if Mo Salah leave and Van Dijk, like what the rumors is saying, you guys have to go on a rebuild again, and you guys probably out like Chelsea for a little bit. Probably not that bad, but because majority of the team gonna still be there, but unless you get a manager that's gonna come in and hit the ground running. But overall, it was a nice game to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I did enjoy it, and I like how it was going back and forth in the last minute. Liverpool score, United equalize, Liverpool. I like the back and forth a little bit with that game because Manchester United take the lead and Liverpool equalize. Then Liverpool take the lead, Manchester United equalize. Liverpool take the lead, Manchester United equalize, and then Manchester United hit the final blow. So it was a good end-to-end game. I'm not gonna complain about it because I did enjoy it. As I said, well taken game for Manchester United. Too bad for Liverpool. And the game of the day, the one that gonna give a lot of people like heart attack or stroke one day. Chelsea. Chelsea's a hard team to predict, to be quite honest. Chelsea's a team that none of us know what they're gonna give on that day. At times like we look unstoppable, and on times we look like we're gonna just throw it away. And that is one of the games, to be quite honest, for Chelsea recently. Like you never can tell what you're gonna get from them because sometimes it's too much. It's too much to carry with Chelsea. Like you're watching Chelsea game and you cannot be comfortable. You cannot be comfortable at all when you're watching Chelsea game because at any moment, at any time, like Chelsea will be up 2 or 3 goals and they just find a way to throw the game away. And that's what they almost did today. It was too bad that Nicholas Jackson was there and make that wonderful run where the defender take him down and get himself sent off. But it's how long that Chelsea fan can really sit there and take this type of stress and name it, the pressure and all of these things. Like they're gonna reach a point one day where the pressure gonna burst pipe. It's a roller coaster when it come on to Chelsea. Like we cannot win a game comfortable and let the fans at least get themselves a little break. Like I can guarantee you, like any Chelsea fans that can come on here and said like they watched the game and they were confident and they were so relaxed, like they definitely would be telling a lie. Like none of these Chelsea games this season is not a game that no one can say that they sit comfortable or it seems like we're gonna win comfortably. always a roller coaster. Every single one of our game this season is a roller coaster. Like, especially in the second half. Like, I don't know what Pochettino been telling these players at halftime, but in second half when these players come out, it's just like a total different team. Like, they would dominate for the first half, and in the second half they just fade away. And it seems like they got no clue. And this is where I've been blaming Pochettino. I'm gonna riff on Pochettino a little bit before I even go down in details with the team and the performance and stuff. This is when the team need a leader, and this is when they need Pochettino to be on the shout line, shouting instruction. Get the players rolled up again, because sitting on the bench and lapping your foot on the bench and watching the camera ain't gonna help you. That's why you have so much staff, because that's your staff, some of your assistant job, to watch some of the replays where you can see and come to you with information. But every time that we catch second half, this team lack of something. They need someone to push them again for the momentum. And Pochettino is he's so easily on the sideline. Like, even when I was watching ESPN, Craig, not Craig, I think it was Shaka Islop was saying the same thing. Like, the manager need to start pushing information in on these young players. Like, it seems like once they concede, they don't know what to do again. They get panic. They panic. And that's when you need your coach to start to help them through that panic, through that stage. When the pressure is on, they need someone on the sideline. Just look at Mikel Arteta. Look at Pep Guardiola. Pochettino's too relaxed, and you can't be relaxed when you're a manager. Like, you have to be there. Let your players know that you're there. Let your players know that you support them. Don't just support them inside of the press conference to look like, oh, Mr. Cool. You need to support them. You need to support them inside of that field. You know, not when you're sitting with the press, you're going to talk to the press and run your joke. No. You need to be on the sideline. You need to start to give the players information. I know that if we're going to say this, a young team, and the player need development, the player need this, the player need that. We all understand that. But sometimes a little bit of coaching on the sideline will help the team across. And that's what we're not getting from the manager. You know, sometimes these players need someone to help them across. You know, across the line. That's one of the biggest problems I see all of this season with Pochettino. When the player need help, you need to give the player help. You need to give the player support. And that's my main issue with all of this. You know, I need my manager to come and give the players a little bit of coaching, a little bit of help, a little bit of support. You know, help them through the game, help them when they need it. And once they go down and you see we're starting to struggle, and you see the team started taking momentum on us, step in. That's your job. Your job is not to sit on the bench. You know, your job is to be up there telling your players what to do, help them through the game. That's the biggest problem Pochettino have. Like, you need to coach, be a coach, support your team, support your players. Now we're going to touch on Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling. What can I say about Raheem Sterling? You know, Raheem Sterling is a player that really frustrate the daylight out of me. Like, Raheem Sterling really frustrate everything out of me. I want to support him. I want to back him. You know, I don't want to come here and talk about no former Chelsea player. It doesn't feel good for me. You know, it doesn't feel good at all. But at this time, Raheem Sterling not helping himself. He's not helping the team. You know, when we need Raheem Sterling to lead by example, he's not. You know, thankfully for Cole Palmer, he step up. Every time that we need him, the kids step up. Raheem Sterling, simple penalty. These days, you cannot kick a penalty down the middle so easily because you know a keeper going to always dive with their foots. That was a poor penalty. That was really, really poor. Like, that would have probably killed the game off and give us a momentum from the second half to go so early up 2-0 in the game. Would probably give us a 3-goal lead. You know, where we could have at least go in the dressing room with a better momentum. Probably that one goal between Desarci and Sanchez wouldn't even affect us that bad. But Raheem Sterling, I don't know what to say. But right now, Pochettino, I have to drop him. I know you guys trying to help him to get into that Euro squad because I know that's why Cole Palmer gave him that penalty to help build his confidence, to give him momentum, you know. And all congrats to the kid because he showed, even though he's the number one penalty taker, he showed some class. You know, he tried to help him, trying to help his player, his teammate out, but his teammate let him down. Because we all know that Palmer should be the one that taking the penalty, you know, and it did not. But you know, Raheem Sterling, I just want to get the negative part out of it first. You know, Raheem Sterling, he have to start to show some class. You know, I know that pressure is on him because he want to make the Euro squad, but right now, the way you play, you're not gonna make the Euro squad. To be quite honest, and this is the last international break before Euros. So you can get your Euros out of your mind. Just take it completely out of your mindset. Just tell yourself you're not going to the Euro. You're going to start to play for you. You know, and probably you will pick up some form. But you're thinking about the Euros and you're not getting caught up and all of those things. Like, it's not going to help you. You know, you're getting 300,000 K a week and all those little things that you're doing, you know, like you get the game to kill off and like you just keep on messing it up. So that's just you, Raheem Sterling. No, like we all confused. We all fed up about what you're doing on the pitch. Raheem Sterling ain't playing nothing, to be quite honest. I don't want to sit here and bash the guy, but it's just the way it is. Big up. Guys, anyone that watching and not subscribed to Blue Board Analyst yet, go over there and subscribe. You know, wonderful YouTube channel. I even do some video over there, and we got a lot of more content coming out. You know, hopefully next week we can get some of those planning in line where we can start to drop some content. You know, where we want to do some stuff even about the women team and the youth team. Not only just the senior team, because once you represent Chelsea's right across the board. You know, so anyone is watching and you're not subscribing over there yet, you know, guys, go over there and subscribe. You know, go and show a little bit of love over there to Blue Board Analysts. And yeah, I was so frustrated with Raheem Sterling. You know, if you want to jump on Jay-Z and for 5 minutes, you can. I leave in the comment section. But if not, I know it's probably late over there. It's fine too. But if you want to jump on, you know, at least we have a victory today, so we can talk about something positive. You know, that's if you got the time. But if not, it's fine. You know, but that was the only frustration I see. It's not even about even the goal that we concede. To be honest, with the own goal against, because that can happen to anyone, because the goalkeeper should never give him that under, to be quite honest. And for me, I won't blame Desarci too much, you know, even though it was because he got a little nudge, to be quite honest. But the keeper should have more central in his box, you know, just in case anything happened. And even if the player did nip it from Desarci, the goalkeeper position was really off. Anyway, it wasn't in a good space anyway to even come out and to try to close the player down if he nip it off him. So it was a bad judgment from. I know everyone is blaming Disasi, but it was a bad judgment from the goalkeeper too. So it was two mistakes there. So it doesn't mean that none is wrong or none is right, because both of them make the same. Both of them make mistake. Disasi, it should be more on the ground. But even if it did go on the ground, it probably went in the back of the net too. Because the goalkeeper, as I said, he should have been more central to between Disasi. He was more to the left. He should have been more to the right, to at least, if the player nip it off Disasi, as I said, and he have to chase it, he could have come across and clear it in for a throw or something. But he didn't give Disasi too much to work with anyway. So I'm not gonna blame Disasi at all for their own goal. But overall, man, the coach again take too long to make that substitute to take Raheem Sterling off. I know the fan was booing him for taking off Modric, and I know that he's saying that Modric was tired and all of that. But if you're gonna take somebody off the field, take Raheem Sterling off, because he wasn't doing much to help us defensively. Modric have to be tired because he was playing in the central midfield. I know I'm all over the place right now, guys, but I'm just breaking down the players while I got it right here in my head, because I haven't write nothing down. While I'm thinking about the game, I'm just going by. Modric was playing in the number 10, and sometimes I saw him defending on the left, where Raheem Sterling should be. Raheem Sterling always high up the pitch. I don't know if it's Pochettino wishing his press conference. He's saying that these players have to know when how to go back and help defend. Cole Palmer, who is the most outstanding player right now for Chelsea, is dropping deep. He is dropping deep. He is helping out. Gusto, he is helping out where he can. Raheem Sterling always high. Raheem Sterling don't chat back enough to close down the gap or to close down a player. Never. And then when we do go on the break and he get the break, he's still dropping stinker. So if you're gonna say that Modric is tired, you have to look why Modric is tired. Because Modric was doing his job and Raheem Sterling's job out on that left. Because he was in the number 10, making the run in and out, and he was checking back, covering on that left hand side with Marco Corella. So anyone to be blamed, we have to be Raheem Sterling. I'm not bashing Raheem Sterling today, but he have to get criticism. Where it's due, you gotta give it. And that was a point of the day where he know that he have to get some, because he could have done a lot more. To be quite honest, he should have done more, especially with those penalty and those 1-on-1. Like, it's time for Raheem Sterling to drop out of the team. I'm sorry. It's time for him to sit on the bench and rat on the bench and let him know that he's replaceable. But right now, you know that if Modric do get a good performance, Raheem Sterling know that he's gonna start the next game. So probably those are some of the little things that's really affecting him at this point in time. Give me 1 second. Yes, guys. So that is Raheem Sterling for today. So now we're gonna move on to our midfield. Another good performance from Caicedo, and another good performance from Gallagher. It wasn't a world-class performance, but it was another good performance from both. Both did their job. Both played their part. Caicedo again showed that he's a wonderful player on his day. A really good pass from him to Raheem Sterling that Raheem Sterling threw away. So overall, it's really good to see Caicedo finally seems like he's settled in this Chelsea team. know by next season he probably up to full speed because he will at least get a full season under his belt, and he will know more about his teammate. But I know a lot of people been saying he don't worth the money, but now you can see Caicedo really, really getting in his feet wet, in Chelsea team. Like his performance is getting a little bit better, and that's what we want. Enzo Fernandez was out today because of suspension, which he haven't been playing good. The Enzo that we see against Liverpool is not really there at this point in time, but but with Caicedo, he is playing good, and that's all we can ask for. He's improving. He is proving a lot. I know, but if you're not doing your job that you're supposed to do, like you're gonna have to take criticism, and he's not performing. And we don't want to bash him, but the truth is he's just not playing good. Like we really want to see him do good. We want to support him, but we can't support someone that's not supporting himself. You know, and he keep on making so many mistakes, and he's being a selfish too because a lot of times those chances that he got someone that he can pass it to lay it off. At least get an assist if you're not getting the goals. The assist count too, and that will put good against your name. But he's not doing none or the other. So you're gonna always have somebody gonna always talk about him. You're gonna always have to look on the positive side, because the positive side is Chelsea is the main priority. So right now Raheem Sterling just not doing what Raheem Sterling need to do. So we're not bashing him, but if you're getting 300,000 a week, you have to play for 300,000 a week. Like it's not something that given. You're the main man. You can't make a 20-year-old being the main guy that you're tripling his wages. Because I don't think Cole Palmer is getting 90,000 a week. You're tripling his wages, and he is carrying you on his shoulder. Like that's not acceptable. It would have been just like I'm the dad, and my kids have to pick up all my slack. You know, being the man of the house or lead the house, like that's not acceptable. Like you have to show leadership. And Ryan Stern at this point in time not doing it. So I'm not bashing him. I just want what's best for Chelsea. And at this time, Ryan Sterling is not what's best for us. He is like he's playing against us instead of playing for us. It's too bad, that I have to put it that way, but it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Like he's playing against us instead of playing for us. So either we're gonna send him back over to Liverpool or give him back a one-way ticket to Manchester City, because it seems like that's where he plays his best, either at Liverpool or Manchester City. So Notorious Stash, if you need him at Liverpool, just let me know. We can write. You will get him for free. At this point in time, you don't even have to pay us a dime or a penny or a nicker, or a shilling, as in they said in England. Like you can get him for free. So if you guys now we're gonna touch on Malagusto. Wasn't a world class performance, but he's still on his own. He's even though he could have closed down the equalizer, he could have closed it down a little bit better, but he's still on his own. So we still have to give him his prop, to be quite honest, because him and Palmer got a good relationship down that right side of our wing. They both complement each other really good. And Gusto is very comfortable on the ball, and Cole Palmer is also. So it's a good combination. We really like what I see, and I can talk for many Chelsea fans that they really like the partnership that they see developing right there on the right. And for me, the defense line, Gusto and Gusto, Shalaba, and Disasi, I'm not gonna say too much because, as I said, and Marco Corella, like they, even though we concede the two goals, but they're holding their own, to be quite honest. So I'm not gonna bash them or complain too much about the defensive line. And as I said, the goalkeeper could have helped Disasi out more, a little more. He could have been a little bit more better towards the, as I said, go more to his right, just in case, if Disasi reaching difficulty, which he did. But other from that, like the substitute, they did come late, but they did come on and did more than what the time that they get. They did come on and do what they need to do, and that's a big plus for us because Madueke, we don't get too much game time. I don't know how Raheem Sterling's still starting over him, but he scored a beauty. What, it was a well taken goal, and Chukwemeka come on and score 1-2, which it was a well taken goal, and again too because of the lovely and silky feet from Cole Palmer. What an assist! A lot of people will talk about the goal because the goal, send us to the semifinal. But if you guys take a moment and look on the flick for the assist, you guys can see that it was vision. A lot of players don't have those vision, and for Cole Palmer to really time it and flick it the way how he flick it, that was a well taken one. To be honest, that was something that well taken, and I have to give credit to both player and Cole Palmer keep on scoring and giving assists. I think he got more than in all competition, if I'm not lying, I think he got about 15 goals so far this season. And I think he got about probably 9 or 10 assists, to be honest. So he is a player on form, and he's a player that really, really bringing Chelsea, as I said earlier, carrying Chelsea on his back. And for me, I'm not gonna say nothing too bad or complain because sometimes you just need a one player. I remember that season when I think it was on the Conte when it was going wrong, either Conte or Jose, but it's one or the other. And we got William was the player was putting in performance week in week out. To be honest, he was the one that giving assists and finding the back of the net. To even though we didn't finish high up the table, but he was one of the outstanding players for that season. To be honest, he was like Chelsea was a one-man team that year. I think Hazard was injured I think Hazard was out injured one at a time, and William take up the battle and carry us over the line. So you need players like that, and that's what Palmer is to me. But as I said, like we don't want to overwork him, we don't want to overdo it because, as I said, pressure can burst pipe. So we need him. We need him for the long future. So we need more players to start to step up in games, where he can have a half game, and we still find ways. So that's my biggest concern with that. Now we're gonna touch on the guy of the moment. Now let me talk about Modric. It wasn't how I say one of his best performance, but you can see he was tracking back. He was working hard for the team. He was going back and forth, to be quite honest, trying to help the attack and try to defend. So you can see a little bit of improvement from Modric. You can see that he is improving, and that's a good plus for us. The improvement is there. You can see it's gradually building. So you can see that, yes, he is improving. He is getting a little bit of momentum. He is carrying his and pulling his weight. At least we all can sit here and say yes, we can see all of those little difference that he is doing, because he is, to be quite honest. I would be a liar if I sit here and tell you that Modric is not improving. Probably not at the speed that we all want to see, but he is. You can see defensively that where everyone used to complain about him. You can see that defensively he's getting it right, and that's what we want. We want to see he get it right, and little by little, hopefully by next season, he will understand the Premier League now and do get it right, because we need stuff like this. We need all of our players to start to pick up form and start to improve. And as I said, that's up to the coach. And you can see that he's really, really improved on that side of the game. But can he be consistent? We just need some consistent. But the 4-2 was really, really good for me though. Now we're gonna talk a little bit because I'm probably round off on our time, because Sunday and no one joined the stream as yet. So I'll probably just round off at the hour mark. If no one jump on, if anyone jump on, then I will stay on a little bit longer. But if no one jump on by the hour mark, I will be off. But Nicholas Jackson, I see a lot of improvement in this player. Honestly, I know a lot of people are gonna say that we need a striker. But for me, Nicholas Jackson is showing a lot of improvement, and he's showing a little bit of clinical finishing. He is showing me an all-round performance, an all-round game, but he just need to stay focused. He need to start get those silly yellow cards, and he need to start getting to those silly little pick here and there. But I can see an improvement in the player. I can see a player inside of Nicholas Jackson. If he work on his finishing, we got a player on our end that a lot of people say that he will be a flop, especially coming from the wing to create or to set up his teammate. He got that lock. He is comfortable. He is the player that you want on the wing, taking on player one-on-one, or 2-on-1 or whatever. Like, he's the player. Like, he showed that when he's going on the wing, like, he's sometimes he seems like you can touch him. Just like he showed today with that red card that player get. Like, he was fully on. And that's what you need from your players. You need players to show that they're improving. And right now he is showing that he's improved, and he is showing that he got talent, and he is showing me, that he is living up to expectation. He seems like he's learning what it takes to be a Chelsea player now. He's learning how to be a Chelsea player. He's learning how to gradually get it, build his craft. And that's all we can ask for. We only can ask for player and young player to step up in moments. And especially right now where we're struggling and we need player to step up. He is stepping up. Good performance. He didn't score, but wonderful, well taken performance from him today. He plays part. Nicholas Jackson run the channel when he have to run the channel good. You can see that he's getting it. And long make it rain. If he can continue the season with a bang, to be honest, we probably don't even have to think about Osimhen. We probably can go for Benjamin Sesko. To be quite honest, because it doesn't matter if you sign a player for $100 million, $200 million. We just need a player to put the ball in the back of the net, and that's where Chelsea is lacking. We're lacking right now to put the ball in the back of the net, and that's where our biggest problem is. Our biggest concern is to put the ball in the back of the net. And you can see where that's where Nicholas Jackson right now is building, and his confidence is growing. Like you can see that there's a player inside of him. It's just if we can unleash that player, hopefully the coach can unleash the player that's there. But we all can see that he is. Any Chelsea fan can come on and say that Nicholas Jackson is not improving. That's a lie. He is improving. He is showing a little bit of flair. He is showing, is more right now. It's more owning his run, because even that run where we go through where the guy take him down, most of the time Jackson will be offside. So you can see improvements there. The last couple of games, you can see where where even though one was, I think it was offside, but you can see the finishing, you can see the composure, and that's what you can see, a confident building in this player. To be honest, you can see that he's growing into Chelsea. He's growing in this wonderful blue and white shirt. You can see that he wants to represent Chelsea. You can see that he wants to do good. Not only represent, but he wants to do good. You can see he wants to be the main man. Hope the rest of player can fall in line. Lavia will be back soon. Christopher Nkunku will be back. I hope when these players come back, like we can go on a run, and at least, close it off. But for right now, guys, like we can see improvement in Nicholas Jackson. There is a player inside of there. We just hope he can unleash it and be a little bit more pragmatic with it, and let it be consistent. But we can see a player there. We can see growth. We can see that he is going to be successful at Chelsea. We just need a few more pieces. If we get a likes of Victor Osimhen, I'm not going to complain, because Jackson can play off the left, because for me, that's where he show, that he can do his best job. And even off the right, when he go on the right and make those run to the right, you can see that he's comfortable there too. You can see he's comfortable of making assists. You can see he's comfortable of taking player on. And right now you can see that he's comfortable to take a shot on. And you can see he's confident when he reach in the box to try to finish. You can see that there's a player there. It's just when we're going to get the full dose of Nicholas Jackson. But overall, we can see progress. We can see development. We can see improvement. We can say we can see. I'm just sorry that we can't see for Raheem Sterling, but we can see what Nicholas Jackson is about. And Connor Chukwuemeka, come on again, show that he got that silky feet. Hope he can stay fit now for the rest of the season, because he seems like he's a player that can take some of the load off Palmer, and you can see that they got a good combination already, because for that go-ahead goal, the way how we take it and slot it home, Connor Chukwuemeka is a player to watch. To be honest, it seems like he is a talent, and I'm just hoping that he can stay injury free right now and at least get himself on a good run, like he did. But he is a talent. He's comfortable on the ball, and he seems like he can finish well, because he do that wonderful finish against West Ham United before he got an injury, and we see him do it again today. So as I'm saying, like, I'm just hoping that he just gradually grow, in his own shell, and develop, and just ready to take on the eye role of Chelsea, because we all know that Chelsea is not easy to cope with, because the fan expect Chelsea to be this winning team that we always be, and Chelsea was a winning team for 20 years, and that's where we want to be back. And Honestly, sometimes we don't got patience, but sometimes we do need to have patience. But at this time, like this young team, it seems like we can go somewhere. I'm just hoping that we can learn from all the mistake this season, and move on and help, and even help ourselves, to be quite honest, because we do need to we do need a lot of little fixing here and there, not too much. The defense line need to shape up. We need to find a way how to stop concede goals, to be honest. That's one of our biggest problem, is the goal conceded. We concede too many goals, so we need to find a way how to stop concede goals. But other from that, like, I'm gonna take the win. But the game is gonna be next game is gonna be against Manchester City. If we can get cross against Manchester, if we can get cross against Manchester City, I'm just saying that we can do it, because I don't really worry too much about United and Cardiff and Cardiff. So we know we can do it for a fact. Sorry, I'm keep on saying Cardiff. Coventry. Coventry was once in the Premier League. It's just been so long that they haven't been here, so I keep on calling them Cardiff. But Coventry is a good team. My apology, but we know we can improve from here, and we know what we have to do to climb the ladder. So I hope this team, start to climb the ladder little by little. And thank you guys for watching you guys GSC Garvin YouTube channel. Guys, remember to hit that like button for me. Anytime you're listening to this video, I need to tell you guys more about hitting the like button for me. I don't know why I keep on not telling you guys about hitting the like button, and subscribe. We're at right now 1,560 subscriber. That to show you that we're doing something good. Long may it rain. We're growing as a community, and I really appreciate all the support, to be honest. I do appreciate all the support that you guys been giving, all the love, that you guys been sending out. But thank you guys again for watching your boy GSC Golf on YouTube channel. And remember, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Show the love. As I'm gonna play my son's song, I can't get copyrights for this one because I think I'm the producer for this one. But thank you guys again for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Coming from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all the niggas that be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Wish a nigga past his limits, then you see he bought it. Family work hard, but I never catch them found it. Came a long way, in my drip now I be drowning. Niggas stay dying out here, got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted.